Hello, so today's video I'm going to be doing a book review of Charnel House by Masterton. Sorry if you can hear background noise, that's my son. He's obviously just spotted a cement truck. But yes, so Masterton is one of my favourite horror authors. I really like his books. They're often very weird. I would say he's kind of in the extreme horror genre. They're often quite graphic and quite gruesome, and you know, I've got this whole stack of books that I'm working my way through, and I was getting in a bit of a reader's slump because I was kind of reading ones that I wasn't really feeling. I was just forcing myself to read because like I've said in previous videos, I'm doing a bit of a clean up of my bookshelves and I'm only keeping stuff that I really want to keep, so I'm trying to get rid of my TBR list. But yeah, I was in a bit of a reading slump and I was like, I just want to read something that I know I'm going to like and something that has been sat there and I know I'm going to enjoy. So I picked up this one. This was one of the books that I have been wanting to read for a while. I picked it up from a charity shop, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a charity shop pickup, not a book box, but yeah, I always pick up Masterton's books when I see them because I know I'm going to like them, and yeah, this was no exception. It's an older copy of the book, which I really liked, and you're following this guy who gets involved in a really weird case. So this guy comes up to him and he's like, oh, he's like a contractor for housing and stuff. Well, he does like, he's like involved with like the sewer company and like a house inspector kind of a thing. And this guy comes up to him and he's like, oh, could you come and check out my house? There's something wrong with my house. And he's like, okay, what's wrong with your house? And he's like, my house is breathing. And he was like, what? Your house is breathing? And he was like, yeah. And he's been to like all these people and nobody can figure out what's happening. He doesn't know if he's going crazy, but he's like, can you just come and check out my house? And so he's like, okay. So this guy goes to his house and sure enough, really weird stuff starts to happen in this house. And you don't know if it's the house itself, if it's haunted, if it's a creature kind of thing going on, if there's something living in his house. But bit by bit, people who go into this house, something really bad happens to them, and it's very gruesome. I will say it is quite graphic descriptions about what's happening to these people in this house. Like I said, his books are always quite graphic and a little bit gory, but I find them highly entertaining. So if you don't mind graphic descriptions of gross stuff happening to people, then I would say you probably wouldn't mind his books. But yeah, it escalates very quickly and things obviously go from bad to worse, and he really wants to know what's going on with this house, so he keeps on investigating and he ends up with pulling several people. There's like a whole group of them that end up investigating this house, and one by one like horrible stuff starts to happen to them and he needs to figure out what's going on before obviously something bad happens to him and his friends that he is doing the investigation with. And they figure out what's going on and it seems like it's going to be an impossible challenge to fix, and like I said, it's a yeah, things get really weird and basically he's then on a mission to fix what has happened in this house. I do find his endings sometimes can be a little bit rushed. Like I feel like there's a lot of build up in his books and the setup's really good and the story's really good, but I sometimes feel with his books the endings can be a little bit rushed, and I kind of felt like that with this one. I feel like the ending was a little bit like just there and then suddenly, oh, that's it, it's done. And it's like, oh, okay, that was like a lot of build up for a very quick ending. But overall, I would say it was a solid read for me. I would probably give it a 5 out of 5. Like I said, I enjoy most of his books and I knew I would enjoy it. That's why I picked it up to kind of help me get out of my reading slump. And yeah, overall, I would say it was a solid Masterton horror, body horror, house horror kind of book. I don't want to say too much more because I don't want to give it away about what is actually happening in this house. But yeah, if you're a fan of his work, definitely pick this one up. It's definitely worth a read. It was very entertaining. So yeah, that's all I have to say on this book. So drop me your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you heard of this book? Are you a fan of Graham Masterton? If you are, what's your favourite Graham Masterton book? That would be interesting because I'm trying to work my way through all of his novels. I believe this is one of his earlier books. Oh yeah, I did get it from charity shop. Look, you can see I got it from Oxfam. Yeah, I believe this is one of his earlier ones. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. My son obviously needs my help. He's trying to charge up his camera to do videos. So I'm going to go help him. And until the next time, thanks for watching. Bye guys.